right, so the next thing we have is we're having another fireside chat, and Wendy O will be coming back up to interview Sam from Evergrow. So please, everybody, let's put our hands together for this fireside chat.
All right, so I'm actually excited about this talk because I was studying really hard.
Okay, good.
Okay,
I
good.
sent you notes, yeah?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I
Give that
cheated.
$10, I promise you.
Yeah, I cheated just a little bit, just kidding. All right, so Sam from Evergrow. We've got about 15 minutes to chat, but we've got a lot to pack in.
We do.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and give us like a brief introduction of Evergrow?
Okay, so Evergrow was one of those late 2021 projects. We launched right into the very end of the bull market, which was a bit of a blessing and a curse. So we were actually the quickest project in history at the time to go over $1 billion market cap, which was very, very exciting at the time. But obviously then we had to suffer about 2 years of a bear market and, and the pressures that come with that. So we're a BUSD rewards project in the old days. Obviously that's been discontinued. And we handed out almost $40 million of rewards. And over the last couple of years, we've been building our roadmap to try to sort of build real longevity into the project. So that's the quick version.
But before that, you guys had a pretty epic launch, right? Before the bear market.
Yeah, so we had about 6 weeks of complete madness. Nobody slept. The communities were going crazy because everyone was earning these huge rewards, and everyone was posting them all over social media. And the price just was going crazy every day, and people were doing like $1 million sales on the chart, and they would just get eaten up. So it was all very furious. It was completely out of our control, to be honest. So very exciting 6 weeks, and then, as everybody knows, late 2021, that's when reality hit in. So we had this crazy 6 weeks, and then ever since then, we've had a lot to live up to, because when you have a huge community in such a short period of time, very high expectations, and then the bear market hits. That's when you're like, wow, now we have to live up to this huge market cap and this huge community that we've achieved here.
But one good thing about the bear market is that it kind of gets rid of all the noise. People that are actually passionate about this industry, people that actually want to build ecosystems or products with real utility. And I don't like to use the word utility lightly because everybody says, I've got utility, but in fact, it's just a coin and it doesn't really do too much. But with Evergrow, you guys actually do have utility within your ecosystem, and can you please talk to the audience and explain some of the products that you guys have created and why you've created them?
Yeah, so we built what we believe is a symbiotic ecosystem. So everything that we're building within the ecosystem ultimately feeds back to the Evergrow token holders. So we're building what you would kind of deem as fairly typical utilities, as you say, but it's the way we've built them and designed them that hopefully makes them unique.
Well, talk to us about some of the products that you guys have created and been working very hard on despite the bear market, because we're in the bull run now, and you guys are actually ready to launch things. You guys have utilities, you have dApps and products that not only the Evergrow community can utilize, but people from other different crypto communities can utilize.
I think to be honest, one of the biggest mistakes that any token project can make is building utilities for their community, because it's incredibly short-sighted. Once you've exhausted your community as customers, that's when you have problems. So you have this hype for 4 to 6 weeks. So we've designed everything to benefit multiple communities. So we have an NFT marketplace, which has been built over the last 18 months. It's launching very soon. It has hard-coded artist commissions locked in, so we're not going to do an OpenSea on anybody. But we've even designed it so that projects that have their own tokens, NFT projects with their own tokens, can actually list in their own currency, so they can set the price in their currency. So there's lots of community-focused, and it's an independent company, an independent utility. And in all honesty, our utilities that we're building, so we're building the marketplace and the wallet, which we can talk about in a minute, they're not branded Evergrow. They have no connection to Evergrow in the wild. And I think it's incredibly important because if you're in the tribal world of crypto, if we were called X token and we called it X NFT marketplace, only people who hold our token are going to want to use it. And it's incredibly difficult to leverage other communities. So we've got live customer service built into all of that, live chat, all of these things. We're going to do AMAs for projects, AMAs for artists. We can jump on to other stuff. I don't want to go on too much about individual parts.
Well, I want to know, you mentioned a wallet. I want you
Yeah.
to talk to me a little bit more about the wallet and why that's so important.
Yeah, so the wallet, again, is multi-chain, but beyond the usual, we're actually going to focus on, I wouldn't even say smaller chains, I'd say neglected chains. So those of you who maybe have run a project or launched a token, it's very hard to get your token into a wallet with the price right. You have to pay crazy amounts of money, like $3,000 to get your logo in there, and you have to have a certain number of holders. We don't believe in that approach. We don't believe in charging communities to have their token listed. So we're doing it the other way around. We're going to do everything for free for these communities. So if we see a community that's launching a token, they've got a lot of energy around them, we're going to reach out to that community through Atlas Wallet, which is a separate registered company. It's got its own Twitter, etc., or X, I'm old school. And we'll say, look, your Atlas Wallet is going to be the first wallet that your token is on. You're going to be on our swap. People can swap. You're going to be on our cross-chain swap. People with ETH can buy into BSC and use your token. We're going to have your logo. We're going to have your price. We're going to do an AMA for you. We're not going to charge you anything. All we want you to do is to tweet out to your community, look, if you want to swap our token, the only place to do it in the world right now is on Atlas Wallet. So that's effectively our marketing campaign is, if we give everything to communities, then we will have, infinite growth, because crypto is community. There's no way about it. The best way, you can spend what you want on marketing. If you can't leverage a community in crypto, you're not going to get anywhere. So this is the whole approach, particularly with Atlas. And there's other elements. I don't want to go on too much, but so everything that we're doing is how can we help communities in crypto, and then those communities will help our utilities, and then we have our staking platform that actually returns profits to the holders of the Evergrow token from all of these. But to be honest, the users of our products won't necessarily even know about that last step, but it's the Evergrow holders that funded us, that got us to where we are, so that's why they ultimately benefit from everything.
So one of the last questions I want to ask you keep talking about community, and again, community is extremely important in crypto. And then you also discussed all of the different products that you guys have built, and essentially that, the reason why you built those products and necessarily didn't label them as Evergrow was that so more communities would want to use them, and essentially all of that revenue and the growth would essentially fluctuate back into the Evergrow community.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it's going to be the key. If these products are successful, I think that's going to, along with building good products, because these aren't just basic products. Our wallet has taken 18 months to build. It has some pretty amazing features, which I won't go into today. But, imagine how well a token can do with just their community. Now imagine that you have 30 communities out advertising your products for you, saying, look, Atlas Wallet has supported our chain. Nobody else supported our chain. Now they've supported the tokens on that chain, so we're going to help them out. Whether or not they know that when people trade on Atlas Wallet, on the DEX built within the wallet, there's a small fee that we take, but it's almost nothing. And again, it's arbitraged out, and it's up there with PancakeSwap and Uniswap, etc. on charges. So people get to have that really easy experience within a wallet. Don't need to go anywhere. They can cross-chain swap. They can on-chain swap. They can off-ramp to their banks, etc., etc. All these features we built in. And all the while they're doing that, this tiny little micro fee is going into the Evergrow staking pool. So the people holding the Evergrow token are getting all this passive income, because we became famous as a passive income token, and this is the next stage for our business in terms of the passive income. So that's how it all comes together.
So essentially you have solved the marketing problem in crypto.
The reality is, I think so, because we don't need to market our token, we just need to market our products, and we get the communities that we support to market those products for us. So hopefully if we get it all right, we'll have some success with it.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you so
all
much
to the audience.
Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.